Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Come on, set! 60 Pittsburgh! Here we go, here we go! 60 Outlaw! Leaf River! Leaf River! On the set! Now! Ready, ready! Fire! Down! 60 orange! Set, go!
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt Lacoste, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You're right. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
In your face.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Airing one deep for Curse. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go, go, go.
Beat them. Beat them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
5.
Back to throw. Bearing one deep for Curse. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Ready! 90 Wolf!
Mike, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Back back to throw now in his own end zone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. Airing one deep for Curse. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll try and run it with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 2nd down. The secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, 76 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Here we go. 8, read.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, here we go.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets locked in a tie.
All right, folks.
Ready.
53 is the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the double.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Stay with your man. Be dribble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Launching one for Henderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hard. 70, Indy.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Okay, ready?
53 is the mic.
Come on. You better bring it. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Airing one deep for Curse. That's caught inside the 20. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guy.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15, line it.
Check 53. Hey, man.
Snap.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
60 Pittsburgh.
I got it.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Mike, 49. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he can't